These are some of the coolest things on Amazon right now. Some of them are totally unnecessary, but really fun and you'll just enjoy having them, while other items are extremely helpful and useful. So as always, everything will be linked down below in the description box, and I'll also pin everything in the top comment. Really quick though, also down in the description box, I want to make a quick announcement. I will have the link to my first ever Poshmark listing, where I will be selling some of my clothes, my shoes, even some designer items, not that many, but there's some. And I wanna be very clear up front, this is absolutely not to make money. I will not be keeping any of the profit. 100% of the profit will be going to an organization or a charity to help kids. That was kind of the goal in this. It was just kind of this idea that me and my assistant Katie had. So I think there's like 60 or 70 items listed for sale. I think all of the prices are really, really good. I don't know if I'll ever do this again. It was just like an idea we had. So if you want to check that out, I will have the link down below. All right, so up first we have this stainless steel bowl that you actually freeze. So as you can see, there are 2 holes on either side, and you just fill up the bowl with water, like the inside of it. And you actually only fill it up like 2/3, because as you guys may know, when water freezes, it does slightly expand. So it comes with these little nubby covers that you just put over top of the holes. You stick this directly into the freezer, and then it completely freezes. And it's amazing for parties and get-togethers, anything where you want to put food in here and have it last for hours and remain cold. This is so nice to have. And this does come in different sizes. So I do have a fairly large one. It's kind of like medium size. You can get smaller, bigger, but this has come in handy a few times. I've only had it for a couple months, but it's really great. Now, this is definitely not for everyone, but it's amazing for us. And I'm sure quite a few people watching this video. It's actually a portable range hood. So I love our kitchen, but our kitchen is annoying in that we don't have a range hood above our stove to suck up the smoke and the exhaust while we're cooking. And so this is amazing to have if you're in that situation. Maybe you have a small apartment, maybe you have a kitchen like ours that doesn't have that, or even an RV. This would be wonderful for an RV. But hopefully in the footage here, you can see Josh making a steak. You can see the smoke kind of billowing everywhere. I don't have this turned on yet, but the second I turn this on, you can actually see the smoke and everything being directed and sucked up into this. There's different carbon filters in this. There's actually an oil collector. It collects condensation. It purifies the air. It works really, really well, and it's extremely quiet. So definitely something to consider. Now, this next item I don't have and I don't need it, but I think it's one of the coolest things on Amazon. So I wanted to share it with you. It's actually a portable dishwasher. This is so freaking cool. So if you live in maybe just an older home that doesn't have a dishwasher, or maybe a smaller home or even an apartment, you should consider getting this. It has wonderful reviews. It's actually really small. It's only 17 by 18 inches, but it fits up to 4 place settings, meaning it's amazing for a family of 3 to 4 to literally have a dishwasher on the counter, and it cleans all of your dishes, your silverware, your cups. It fits quite a lot. It even has a dry mode. So when you open it, it's not like soaking wet. Everything's completely dry, and you don't need a special water source. You can actually just hook it up to your regular faucet. So anyway, if this would be interesting to you, I'll have it linked down below under this number. I'm actually going to link 2 options for you guys to consider. Next, I have a couple beauty products I wanted to share with you, and I have talked about these Marie daily facial pads before. Yes, they're one of the coolest finds. I use them every single day, but I more specifically wanted to put them in this video because these pads are on sale right now. So I just have a code with them. I double checked, it still works. It's Whitney for 20% off their products on Amazon. I have no idea when that will go away. They emailed me and said that right now until June 8th, these pads are gonna be 9% off, and my code will work to stack that. So you essentially could get almost like 30% off these pads. Now, this one is definitely their best seller. It's what they're known for. It's the glycolic acid daily exfoliating pad. So it's going to smooth your skin, really get rid of the texture. If you've never tried anything, maybe start here. But they just launched 2 other versions, and depending on your skin type, you might like one versus the other. But I have combination skin, so I actually really like both. But it's all under the same product listing, all still on sale. The green tub tub is more for oily skin or acne or blemish prone skin. So it has a lot of vitamins and essential oils, but it also has witch hazel, 2% salicylic acid. You can kind of even see the facial pad is smoother than the exfoliating pads. So it really just tones and treats your skin. But then there's also the pink tub, which I love, and I left it at my cabin, but that's more for boosting hydration. So if you have dry skin, maybe consider this one. It has collagen, retinol. It's wonderful. Again, all of these are on sale, and I thought you just might want to stack my code and save money. Next, we have these zero waste bottle caps that are for beauty products like lotions or shampoos or conditioners. You know, at the tail end, when you just really can't get the stuff out, but you know that there's still, product in there, you can put these bottle caps on instead. And there are the two universal sizes. You just screw them on, and then you can flip the bottle upside down. And so all of the product collects at the bottom, and you can easily squeeze things out. So again, great for lotions, sunscreens, also amazing for shampoo. That's the example I'm using. Even like pump bottles, oh, it's great. Just put these on, flip it upside down. You can actually use all of the product. Now, if you want something similar to this, but for your kitchen condiments like ketchup or mayonnaise, things like that, I will also link the same version of these, but again, for condiments under this number. Next, we have this Meora stain stick. And I don't know where I first heard about this. I just heard amazing things. It's very clean and healthy, but it works wonders. And so I think I saw it on Amazon, decided to just order it on a whim, and it is phenomenal. Grass stains, dirt, blood, oil stains even, you just get the fabric wet. Here's just a great example. Like, I really put this to the test. This hat, I have been trying to clean this hat. It's a kid's golf hat, and there's this like dirty spot. I don't know what it was, but it wouldn't come out. So I, treated it, really rubbed it, and then this is the after. Like, it actually came out. It's not, I would say, 100% perfect, but it's like 96% better, and that's a big win. So anyway, just something to consider. All right, so moving on to something that I really don't need, but I love it. I just thoroughly enjoy using it. It is a rainfall humidifier and diffuser. It is so nice. It just sounds amazing. So you fill it up with water like normal. You can even add essential oils to it if you want to diffuse essential oils. It kind of like brings up the water, and then there's these little spouts at the top. It kind of looks like a little mushroom, but it literally creates like rainfall or like rain droplet sounds into the reservoir. It just sounds so relaxing. It's so calming. There are fun lights if you want to turn it on and have it kind of change colors, or keep it on one color, or just keep it on white. I usually just actually keep it off, so like there's no light coming from it. It's amazing at night. It's amazing during the day. Oh, I just love it to pieces. But speaking of lights, these are super cool lights. These are TV backlights. So you may have seen something similar. It's a little more complicated in my opinion. I've never wanted to commit to the rope lights that you actually have to pin or tack to your TV. It creates like a really beautiful like ambient lighting to your living room or your bedroom. It's just more complicated, whereas these, so simple. You literally just plug them in. You can even connect them to your Bluetooth. You can either put them beside your TV. You can get them in black or white too to kind of like match your space, or you can even hide them behind your TV if you do use a stand, which is what we do. And there's so many settings to this. You can have just one overall color, or you can have it set to different colors and then have it set to the sound. So if you're watching different movies, it kind of like flashes and does really cool things to the movie. It's just really fun, and it creates such a cool vibe in your space. One more lighting product actually. So this is a motion sensor light, which I have shared a few of these in the past, but this one is just way more powerful than some of the ones I've shared in the past. It actually has a high capacity battery. So when you charge this up, it actually will last like 4 months before having to recharge it again. And I love how it's kind of at an angle, and it comes with these magnetic discs that you can stick to any wall. So it could be great for a closet or a pantry. Like here, I actually put it at the top of my pantry so that the second I open the door and I walk in, it immediately turns on, and you can angle it to really, light the whole area. I think it would be great for just a lot of different spaces in your home, and the price is good. And again, they're just super powerful. Now, don't leave the video yet. I still have some really fun things coming up in this video. Like, this is actually an indoor watering system for your house plants. So this is great for maybe if you go on vacation, you either have to worry that your plants might die, or you actually have to have someone come to your house and water your plants. Just get this instead. It's so easy. We actually tested it out. It works very, very well. So it comes with the unit here. It even comes with the battery and everything. And then it comes with the little spouts and then the tubes. And again, this took Josh all of 5 minutes to set up. You just put the little spouts directly into each plant and you can water up to like 20 plants. It's a lot. And then you just set this to how often you want them to be watered, how long you want them to be watered. You can even set them to be watered at a specific time. You can really customize it, and you would just have a big water source, like a bucket. This, we just used a vase just to kind of like test it out, but it totally works. So anyway, I didn't even know this was a thing. Okay, now this next thing, so fun. I don't even have it here because I specifically bought it for our cabin because we do play a lot of games up there. It is an automatic card shuffler. Now, I do think everyone should learn how to shuffle a deck of cards, but when we're playing poker or we're playing different card games, you just cut the deck in half. And this is actually, I wanted to show you a brand new deck of cards that's perfectly in line. Everything's in order. You just cut the deck in half, put it on either side, hit the button, and it shuffles the cards so well. And then this is what the deck looks like afterwards. So it really does work well, and it just saves a lot of time, and the kids love it. All right, now speaking of the cabin, I wanted to share 2 different bug devices that will keep the mosquitoes and all of the bugs away from you this summer. They're different, so I'm gonna link both of them under this number. It kind of depends on what you might prefer, but both are healthy, no flames, nothing like spraying on your skin. Like, it's just a much healthier alternative, and they both work really well. So the first one is this Thermacell. I actually have it at the cabin. It's odorless. It's like no scent. It comes with like this fuel cartridge. You turn it on. It doesn't even sound like anything. You even think like, is it doing anything? But it is. It creates like this 15-foot radius around you, and it keeps all the bugs and mosquitoes away from you. And then we have this one, which is smaller. This does have a scent. So it has citronella, peppermint oil, has geranium oil. You turn it on, and it's a really low sound, but it pushes out this scent to create a 30-foot barrier around you. In my opinion, it smells really, really good, but it works even better. To me, it works way better than the candles out there. This just actually creates a barrier. And so I want to tell you guys, especially since right now we're at the beginning of summer and we have a long way to go and we all hate the bugs around us. Well, most people. Maybe I should have put this stuff after the Raindrop Diffuser, because this Pinch Me Therapy Dough is so calming and relaxing. It's amazing for people with stress and anxiety. So this was actually on Shark Tank, and now they're on Amazon. Everything's handmade in the USA, but when you actually pull it out, it kind of feels like Play-Doh, but different at the same time. But you can just grab some of it. You don't need to use all of it, but you just play with it. And you could keep it at your desk. You could keep it anywhere where you just kind of need to fidget or just kind of get your mind off of things. And it's just like the perfect sensory dough feeling. It's almost kind of like slime, but it's totally not slime because it's not sticky. It doesn't get on anything. And everything is holistic aromatherapy. So there's a lot of different scents that are also calming. So the one I got is Zen, but you can click around and see the other scents that are available, but it really is to reduce stress. Moving along to the Hickaway Straw. This is a straw that was designed and developed by a doctor, and he was also on Shark Tank. And when you use this, it will instantly get rid of your hiccups. So it's amazing to have on hand, and I was able to test it on Hayes. He actually got the hiccups, and I was like, get the straw, we must test it. And it totally worked immediately. So there's actually a child and adult setting. You just slide it on the bottom, put this in a shallow glass of water, and then you suck and swallow 2 to 3 times fairly forcefully, and it instantly works. It actually engages different muscles in your diaphragm, and it instantly gets rid of them. Okay, now this is not for everyone. I just think it's really cool. It's been really useful for me. This is called the Dry Meister, and it dries really long and narrow bottles or vases or things like that that don't dry easily. Like, I have these glass bottles that I use for my juices. I reused the bottles, and I swear they were getting cruddy and weird smelling, like they weren't drying properly. So I got this. You can stick it down in and just fully dry everything. It's also great for water bottles, that kind of thing. It comes with a lot of these drying things that you can just like they're reusable over and over again, but it does come with a huge pack that it'll last you forever. Everything that I talked about will be linked down below in the description box. I'll also pin everything in the top comment. Don't forget about the promo codes, my Poshmark listing. Consider subscribing if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.